They've averaged 125 on the ground in their first 2 games. It's really been the damage through the air with Richardson, but that was a focal point in our conversation this week with the Rattlers coaching staff. Richardson moving, creating time with his legs, and there's just no one open. What a pick! It's Wesley Bassett, the junior.
And make him get rid of the football. If you watch how Richardson gets outside of the pocket, you've got the safety coming downhill, and he gets rid of the football, and you see the adjustment by Bassett to reach back behind his body and grab that football. That's some of that local talent that Mario's keeping home. You see it right there with the dynamic interception.
Setting the tone defensively, and now here is Cam Ward and company. 1st and 10 inside the Florida A&M 30-yard line. Handoff to Martinez, who gets outside and has blockers, and the big man stumbles down on offense. Now Ward going to throw it for the first time. Looks one way, back the other, lofts it over the middle. Wide open man, it's Elijah Arroyo, one of those tight ends, and what a start for Miami.
And he's just calm back there. He knows where he wants to go with the football. You see the ball fake to the outside. That's to influence the safety.
And he went up to him, asked, why do I need to save it? Why do I need to calm down? So that's who you've got out there.
This is a team that is extremely deep, and you see that defensive line going right back to work there. Florida A&M behind the sticks, 2nd and 11. Another handoff up the middle, and for the first time, space. And breaking free is Franklin.
And it was a great job by the Florida A&M offensive lineman identifying what their assignment is. You see the zone blocking and climbing up to the 2nd level defenders.
2 receivers to the left for Richardson. Decent pocket, now stepping up, and it collapses on him. Dragged down just a touch behind the lines.
And he panicked on that play because he had a good pocket. You know, you step up in the pocket, the tackle got pushed into him, but the guards in the center did a good job of being...
Richardson with a little bit of time, floats it out wide, nice ball, but gonna come up short of the sticks.
You know, some people just go under the radar, but he's been as dynamic as he is now for the last 4 or 5 years.
Handoff to Martinez, basically on the goal line as he plunges forward to the 5-yard line and picks up about 3.5 yards on 1st down. After starting his career at Iowa State, has already topped his tackles number from last year. Ward, clean pocket, out wide open receiver. It's Martinez out of the backfield.
35 pounds.
Ward trying to escape, but he's dragged down by 2.
On the outside, Miami has to do a better job, and that's the new offensive tackles.
Filling in for Jalen Rivers at left tackle. Ryan Rodriguez is also out today. Matt McCoy fills his spot at left guard. Long throw for Ward and a diving catch along the sideline. What can Ward do on 3rd and long? Plenty of time. Fires across the middle. Riley Williams on the grab. Hurdles a man, and he's undercut just beyond midfield. Then last, need them to stay healthy. Ward passing on 1st and 10. Looking downfield seam, and guess who? Mr. Reliable, Xavier Restrepo. Touchdown number 2 of the day for Cam Ward.
Around there had to be a busted coverage right there. Michael Lopong, number 13, is kind of looking around like, okay, who's got him? That is the most dangerous receiver on the ball club. Somebody you have to have.
Miami, quick snap out to Riley Williams, and he's going to walk it in. They go for 2, and it works. 2nd and 9 for Richardson. Again, has a decent amount of time. Lost one deep, wide open receiver. Caught on the sideline by Quan Lee. That's just his 2nd catch of the season.
The pocket, he saw what he wanted, and that's just a busted coverage right there. You see number 41, Chase Smith. He got crossed up when they had the receiver.
And some of them very young players. Richardson handing off. Nowhere to go, just bottled up in the backfield. Led by Jaden Harris, who we've said his name a ton from his safety spot.
Standards, you've got to be north and south. You cannot run east and west against this Miami ball club. They're getting up the field. You've got to find the seam, and you've got to hit it.
Absolutely handled Florida in Gainesville. Richardson stepping up again, has some time now. On the move, running, throwing, and caught! What a grab downfield by Jamari Gassett.
And that is why he's been able to be successful. You see this, and a great job by the receiver getting under the football and cuddling the football. A great job by Gissett. I didn't think he was going to be able to get to it, but he was able to get across the field, get his hands under that football.
Gass had just one reception last week after a big week one. They've had two come from behind victories to start the season. Now Richardson, just a little body movement to make a man miss. Inside the 5 to the 4 before swarmed by Hurricane. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up and through. 3rd and long here for Miami. 2 for 2 on 3rd down today. Ward, plenty of time. Again, the same, and it's Restrepo. Big play down to the 41-yard line, 1st down.
And Restrepo was the biggest talent and target for Cam, and they continue to give him free rein down the seam.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
Fletcher the back. Play action pass, and Ward has all day long. Now rolling to his right, still calmly looking, hit as he throws and delivers a strike to Isaiah Horton.
He was going to get hit because he saw the pressure coming in his face, but a good job delivering a strike down the field once again.
The redshirt freshman Johnson stays in the backfield. Ward dumps it out to Johnson in space to the pylon, touchdown.
Wanted to go with the football as soon as the ball was snapped. He knew where the pressure was coming from. He knew where his receiver was going to be.
Little toss play here. Dean looking for space. He has gobbled up a 2-yard loss on the play. Florida A&M 0 for 3 on 3rd down today. Richardson, quick pass on a little tunnel screen. Gassett has space, trying to bounce it outside, but he's dragged down by Zaquan Patterson. Pressure's on Notre Dame now from here on out after a loss like that, if they want to be playing at the end of the season, as Martinez makes a couple miss and shoots forward to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3, Ward, quick little sidearm pass. We saw all those angles against Florida last week. Sam Brown gets the 1st down beyond midfield.
Regular quarterbacks just can't do it, and that's what makes him special.
Handoff up the middle, Martinez just pushing the pile, driving those big legs. He might have a 1st down on this play. He's going to be close. And they're going to go quickly here. 2nd and less than a yard. Ward again hands to Martinez, who just dances and waits before he finds his path to the 1st down. Ward fires over to the right side of the field. Nice grab along the sideline by Isaiah Horton at the bottom of your screen. Takes the handoff to Martinez. Ward looking, and he's going to take off to run for the 1st time today. 3rd down and 7 after they got 8 on 2nd and long. Handoff to Martinez this time. Stopped at the 11 and falls forward to the 10. 58 career makes. That's up and good. Make it 59 for Borregales, whose older brother.
When we lost one of our starter cornerbacks, Corey Fuller, as a true freshman and played on that championship team and delivered. So he knows what it takes to be a champion. But getting outside of the state of Florida and getting other talent to come to this program.
Richardson barely gets back out of the end zone.
Out of the pocket. Watch the pressure come right in his face. He's squeezed in the pocket because those tackles aren't doing a good job on the outside. They've got to keep the width of that pocket. When you've got pressure coming from the outside like that.
Whether he likes individual accolades or not, he's not going to have much of a choice if he keeps playing like this. 3rd and 8 for Ward. Quick pass out to Brown, trying to dance around his lineman. Almost breaks free, but he's dragged down and then pushed out at the end. Martinez the back. Restrepo number 7 in the slot at the top of your screen. He's his top receiver and one of the best in the country. Ward looking that direction, now to his right. All day long, throwing and almost. CC the right tackle. 1st down for Richardson, bumped, and it was really no contact from Tyler Barron, but he just drove the right tackle back into Richardson.
Do a better job. Watch the right tackle. You can't keep it. You've got to stop at some point, and you've got to be strong, and you've got to punch. You've got to sit down. When you're up high like that, you're giving up inside hands. You see, he doesn't have any leverage. The defender has all of the leverage. Tyler Barron.
Richardson second and long under pressure, pass tipped, caught by his offensive lineman who dives down near the 25, flag thrown on the far side. It was caught by Ashton Grable, who's a preseason all. The offensive lineman. Richardson does have time this time, little crossing pattern here, a first down, ball comes out, but it does go out of bounds.
He has time in the pocket, he knows where to go with the football. You see the crossing route right there, he's able to get Gassett in on the move, and that's one of the most.
Just ticked under a minute to play in the first half. Richardson on the move, again over the middle this time, pushing to the 43-yard line on the catch. Tackled by Maui Noah. It was Gassett again on the grab, second down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 8. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Going to have a chance to make a big impact this season. Pressure coming for Richardson. Stepping up. He can move. Lowers the shoulder and gets down to the 35-yard line, but that clock is ticking right now. Dropping back, throwing, and what a catch! Unbelievable, but the ball comes out, and it does go out of bounds. It's Carter Johnson plucking that out of the sky.
Watch him go up in one hand, this snatches it. Almost looked like Travis Kelce the way he caught that football. And the Miami defender is trying.
11 for 14 on the season last year, career long of 44. Kick is up, and it is good. And what a drive to finish the half.
A lot of people expected us to not even be that close. We just got to go out and turn 3 into 7 next time.
Yeah, they've been close on a couple of occasions as Restrepo gets his first grab of the game.
You can't get complacent and get happy and get satisfied.
Ward throwing against that sidearm throw and kind of looks off the defender. Shifty move by Jacoby George. They have their first down of this second half near the 40-yard line. They do mark the ball at the 40. Ward, handoff up the middle for Fletcher, who has space across the U at midfield and down inside the 40. Big Mark Fletcher, 6'2", 225 sophomore.
Get in front of him. Just sit down a little bit more, big fella.
23 yards for Fletcher. That two-headed monster of him and Martinez, a big problem in this game. George breaks a tackle inside the 25 and pushing down to the 20. Two tight end set. Ward, quick throw on an out pattern to Restrepo, has a blocker in his receiver, gets outside 5-yard line and delivers the boom inside the 5. Pressuring Ward on that play. Second and goal, handoff Fletcher, and touchdown.
Good push at the point of attack, getting up to those second level defenders, and that's all you ask for from your offensive line when you're inside the 5-yard line. Give the back somewhere to go with the football. Mark Fletcher.
Back-to-back HBCU National Player of the Week awards for Daniel Richardson. He's going to be hit from behind and dropped. Elijah Alston tracking him down. The transfer from Marshall, who spent 5 years there.
Outside, he just let him go. He just olayed. I would rather you get a holding penalty as opposed to allowing the defensive end just to make an inside move.
Empty backfield for Richardson, 3-man rush and still under pressure. Oh, he is dragged down. The long arm of Tyler Barron gets to him.
5 to block 3. So you've got to be able to decipher the center for Florida A&M.
Miami debut since at least 1979. Fletcher remains the back. Quick throw out wide to George. And they get about 13 or 14 yards, Isaiah Horton on the catch.
At the end of Miami's last scoring drive, his knee is now taped. He has been seated on the bench by the training staff.
And that's a big one for them, not just in this game, Forrest, but just moving forward for a team who has big aspirations again this season. Lofton in motion. Ward rolling under pressure. Now is trying to settle down and fire deep on the run for Restrepo. Adjust his body but couldn't haul it in. Flag on the play.
I don't know about that flag. They were both fighting for the football.
284 and 3 scores for Ward in the air. Handoff to Martinez. Uses the stiff arm. Breaks away. 10-5. Touchdown. Damien Martinez.
Off of defenders. They have the speed to take it to the house. You see him bounce off the defender, bounce off the linebacker, and then he's got the speed to get to the outside and get to the end zone.
Fourth year for the Rattlers. He's from Orlando, Florida, redshirt junior. Handoff on the first play. Nice move here from Dean. Breaks a tackle across midfield and pushed out at the 47. That's Kelvin Dean.
And you see a good job by the guard and tackle pulling around. And you see Dean able to have a jump cut. He saw the scene. He did not follow them all the way around. He was able to get up the field.
Plus side of the rush yards at 19 for the game now. Muratovic has plenty of time, throwing deep and just overthrows his intended target.
So this is not against second or third teamers or backups.
Muratovic wanted to go quickly. Pressure coming. Gets it out to Bassett in the flats. Cuts upfield and he is driven backwards. Hit hard by Raul Aguirre.
See on this play, Aguirre is just waiting. He sees the play developing and good job of breaking down, getting to the ball carrier, putting the shoulder pad on the shoulder pad.
From 54 and plenty of legs, splits the uprights. That is blasted. Johnson and Lyle deep to return. Toward Johnson, a yard deep in the end zone. Takes it across the 10-yard line and now cuts it to the far side of the field. Johnson breaks one tackle across the 30. Breaks another tackle to the 40-yard line. Great return from Chris Johnson Jr.
So many weapons for this Miami ball club. You see Chris Johnson Jr., he had the touchdown earlier in the football game. You see the speed, the breaker to get to the outside, the elusiveness, and he's following his blockers a good job.
Well, and Cam Ward stays out there. 7:18 to play in the third quarter. Another chance to add to his impressive stat line so far, and he will. Right away to Brown. Trying to use the stiff arm near midfield, and then Ward out wide again near the 40, and that's back-to-back first downs. This time Isaiah Horton back on the action. Third and very short here. Restrepo in motion again. Handoff to Martinez. Bounces it out. Gets a block from Restrepo. And Martinez is down to the 34 to move the chains again. Trips left. Martinez still the back. Picks up the rusher. Ward under pressure. Now steps up and wants to run it. He's spun down inside the 30 by Jaron Fox. Saw that last week when he coolly kind of walked it out of bounds in Gainesville along the sideline.
It was demoralizing to those defenders. You saw him. Because it was very nonchalant. It was almost disrespectful.
It's kind of what, I mean, he's just got that swag about him. There's a flag on the field late here. Ward looking left. Plenty of time. Running near the 10-yard line. Ward's going to take off. Diving! Touchdown, Cam Ward. Or did he get in? He did. There's the wheels.
And that was a poor angle by the Florida A&M defender, number 20. You've got to take a better angle. You've got to run to the outside. You want to squeeze Cam and make him cut it back up where pursuit is coming from. That's definitely a touchdown. But Jerome Nichols, you have to do a better job of squeezing him back in. You cannot take a poor angle. Cam has the speed.
Rattlers back out there. Handoff to Dean. Being pursued. Look at all the Hurricanes chasing him down. Nowhere to go. And he loses a pair on that play. QBU back in the day. 1st and 5 for Poffenbarger. And he's going to keep it this time. Showing off the wheels and spinning down to the 28-yard line. TJ Huggins on the stop.
Warren Sapp, of course. The Rock. Kenny Holmes. Kennard Lang.
That's JoJo Trader on the catch, the freshman from Hollywood, Florida. That's his first career reception. He was banged up in camp, but he was going to be ready this week. This is a big-time player
I've ever seen on the outside. He can fingertip footballs. He's a great route runner. He has a bright future ahead of him.
They go the other direction this time. Stumbling down inside the 15, that's Nye Carr. That's a true freshman from Moultrie, Georgia. They like this kid as well, but
to reload talent for this program.
We got two tight ends from the state of Oregon between Williams and McCormick, and now Lyle getting loose. He wanted it, but just short of the end zone.
Lyle, you see the jump cut. He gets to then the speed to try to get to the edge. He's able to stop sliding. And
13 yards on the carry. Poffenbarger in the shotgun, handing off again to Lyle. They want to get him number one, and there it is, the first of Jordan Lyle's career. Stadium.
Another hometown kid, and a good job knowing where to run the football. Run behind your big fellas. Run behind Sampson.
Top offense and defense in the SWAC last year. They lost Jeremy Musa, their star quarterback. This is picked off. Intercepted in the middle of the field. Cam Pruitt. How about that for a true freshman from Theodore, Alabama?
Crystal Ball talked about. Watch Pruitt. He's just dropping the quarterback. He's throwing off of his back foot. There was nowhere to go with the football. You just throw that into the ground or take the sack.
Wants to throw it quick out wide. Hit quickly over there. Nice tackle by Michael Opong. Let's check in with Maryland. Three receiver bunch set to the right. Another handoff. This time Allen again pushing forward. Stopped at the 26-yard line. Two receivers each way for Poffenbarger. In the pocket, dropped it. Might have gotten it caught on one of his own teammates. And then he's driven back. And just the play completely blown up. Hard to say what happened there. We'll take over. Let's see what happened to Poffenbarger. Yep, just slipped it.
Just went into the Hall of Fame. Should have been in the Hall of Fame. But, you know, they have a a program rich in tradition.
Bumped it out wide to Jalen Howard in the flats.
So you look at a team like Georgia Tech that lost today. Even a team like Florida State that has 2 losses, of course, they would have to have an immaculate finish to the season to get in. But the top 2 teams in the conference will compete for the conference championship. So they had to go to a 3-man front. And this year, they made sure to shore that up. So they've got a lot of depth. They talked about that. This is the most depth they've had. You know, look at Jordan Lyle, a running back. You know, you've already got Martinez and Fletcher. Then you bring in Lyle. Chris Johnson, he scored a touchdown. He's another back. So they've got the tools necessary to compete. Duke will play tough because, you know, Manny's going to have those guys ready to play. Manny Diaz, the new head coach at Duke University, and get to the college football playoffs.
That was Michael Opong that left for Florida A&M. Now Poffenbarger stepping up, using his legs to extend the play beyond the pocket, running, spinning, and falling for a first down. Under 7 minutes to play. Handoff for Lyle. He's dancing and shoots forward for about 5 yards. And some great veterans for these young guys to learn from. We talked about all these talented young receivers, but your 20 different receivers have caught the ball tonight between the 2 teams. 12 for Miami. Another handoff. Allen across the 20, spinning, breaking a tackle to the 10.
Look for it from a running back. Vision, the jump cut, balance, strength to break tackles, the spin, and the power to fall forward.
And brings up 3rd and goal. Back at the 14-yard line. Poffenbarger spun around, trying to stay on his feet, but not going to go anywhere. One of them in on the stop.
And you see the dip under by the right defensive end. Number 62 has to do a better job for Miami getting back, keeping those shoulders. Nice job by the Florida A&M defensive end to get that dip and get past that offensive tackle to get the sack.
Another chance for Abram Murray from 39 yards, and that's good. To play the Miami Hurricanes, but this team is going to be very good again this year. That is an interception. And a nice return down the sideline. Mario Cristobal in year 3. It was his best season when he was at Oregon with a senior quarterback who threw for almost 3,500 yards by the name of Justin Herbert.